Hey there, Grumpy Old Fart here. I'm doing a Recon the Role-Playing Game story. I'm titling this one The Island. Before I get into this though, if you enjoy my content, it would really help me out if you would hit the like button, subscribe to my channel, share my content on social media, and post a comment or two. Remember, I welcome your comments, even if you disagree with me. If you enjoy a good book, check out my author page on Amazon.com. My pen name is H.L. Anderson, and you can find all of my books there. I like to think I write good stories that make you think. Hope you find some of my books that you like because there's a variety of different types, and I hope you enjoy them. Hope you find something you like. I hope you enjoy it. All right. The Island. This is in Recon, basically based in Vietnam. This particular one was mercenaries after Vietnam. Our group had left Vietnam and had formed a mercenary group. There were 5 of us, and we specialized in anti-terrorist and rescue operations. We played in my friend Angelo's game. My friends Bobby, Earl, Larry, and Kevin were playing alongside me. I was the point man. Bobby was our M60 pigman, a machine gunner. Earl was our medic sniper. Larry was our intel demolitions guy, and Kevin was our grenadier. We'd been operating for several years and had been pretty successful. Our mercenary contact gave us a phone call and passed on a message from our old Vietnam commander, Colonel Hansen. Turns out, an ocean liner had been attacked somewhere near the Solomon Islands, and almost 100 crew and passengers had been taken. This was about a month ago, and they had exhausted whatever resources they had. They were having a hard time finding people to go and get these people back. I'm not sure exactly what the military was doing at that point. One would think the Navy would be hot on this, but apparently not. At any rate, I think with some of these stories, depending on the game master, you have to take them with a grain of salt. Anyway, suspension of disbelief kind of thing. Anyway, turns out the ocean liner had been attacked somewhere near the Solomon Islands. Almost 100 crew and passengers had been taken. This was about a month ago. Witnesses said that 12 boats had headed east, which meant that they had been taken to one of 3 islands. Aerial reconnaissance from the Australian Navy had eliminated 2 of the islands, which left the 3rd. It was a tiny island, not on any charts. It was there. The offer was $100,000 each, plus expenses, and we were to locate and liberate the hostages and eliminate the pirates, which is our forte, rescuing terrorists. Pirates or terrorists, basically. We outfitted and geared up. Hansen arranged to have us dropped off by submarine in a rubber boat about 2 clicks from the island. We hit the beach, and Larry and I headed inland to scout for the pirates and hostages. Bobby, Kevin, and Earl established a base camp on a cliff overlooking a beautiful lagoon. They contacted Hansen as per protocol and gave a situation report, a sit rep. Larry and I scouted the island and found a village where 24 fast attack boats and a number of small cargo boats were moored. This village had multiple docks and a serious communication system. Larry discovered a radar tower hidden on a nearby hill. So they had it going on. These were not just normal pirates. Something big was going on. We couldn't find any of the hostages. I mean, none of them. We had no idea where they were. That night, while Larry and I had scouted around, our base camp was attacked, and Bobby, Kevin, and Earl had to withdraw into the jungle. We met up with them in a small cave, and they told us some disturbing things. Whatever had attacked them weren't human. The things that attacked the base camp were not human. They absorbed a ton of fire and didn't die. We needed more intel, so Larry and I went to scout the village. The rest began scouting the beaches to find any other docks or facilities. Long story short, the village was cover for a vampire building an army of vampires. The pirates and villagers were food. The pirates would willingly volunteer blood, but the villagers were prisoners. The villagers were forced to breed relentlessly to keep the blood supply strong, and the pirates funded the food supply for the villagers with piracy. All the people that had been captured had been turned into vampires. We needed to free the villagers and any other prisoners, and then destroy the vampires. The vampires were hiding in underground caves near the village. The first order of business was to contact Hansen. For that, we needed that village's communication situation, their comm station. The second thing was we needed to eliminate the pirate boats and seize the cargo ships to offload the victims. Larry and I set off to sneak into the village. The rest went and started planting explosives on the pirate boats. All of this had to happen in broad daylight, so the vampires were stuck underground. Larry found one hut near the outer edge of the village and made friends with the family. Larry was good with that. He always was. A good thinker. He could get in with people. Good thinker. Anyway, they disguised us so that we could get to the main building. We made it there and eliminated the 2 guards. I stood watch while Larry sent the message to Hansen. Then Larry and I spread the word to the village to slowly head to the cargo ships. Bobby, Kevin, and Earl took control of 3 of the cargo ships. We began loading the villagers into the boats. When the pirates figured out what was going on, they tried to stop us. We opened up and covered their escape. Kevin hit the button and the detonator, and all the pirate boats went up simultaneously, along with the rest of the cargo ships that we weren't using. Once the villagers were all aboard, we left. From 10 miles out, we witnessed the mushroom cloud, which eliminated the island. Now, I said at the beginning of this, you got to take stuff with a grain of salt in some of these games. Why the Navy had nothing to do with that, I don't know. How a group of mercenaries was able to convince them to launch a nuclear weapon against a tiny island not on the map, I don't know. But it happened, and that's the fun part of these games. I guess you can get away with stuff you normally wouldn't be able to. So, anyway. Some of our game masters were really, really great, and some not so much. But it was a fun game, and we all enjoyed it, and that's the main thing. Anyway, I hope this finds everybody well. You folks have a good one. God bless one and all. Vanguard 1, Devo Poland, a scientific representative from a pacifist race called the Gandiri, has come to Earth to learn the one thing that humans do better than anyone else in the galaxy: to fight. In the sequel, Task Force Terminus, Earth is at war with an alien race called the Amdola. Devo Poland's new commission in the Terran fleet exposes him to bigotry and treachery, and he comes to realize that sometimes political and military maneuvering are one and the same.